Hi everybody, welcome to episode 4 of The Dawning of the True Self. Let's talk about pain. Ooh. I was writing something down the other day, and I thought I'd share that with you. It says here there are two things we must realize in our lifetime. First, that there's infinitely more to us than we can imagine now. And secondly, the pain of not allowing ourselves to discover it. And it was the first time when I put those two together, I think, in one paragraph or in one thought, that and I realized also that this is kind of the basis of this series of talks about the dawning of the true self, because the first part is the kind of that longing to get in touch with that part of us that is more than we are right now. I think we, that Einstein made this statement, or I don't know if it was Einstein or somebody, who said we only use like 10% of our brain power. And I think we can translate that into the spiritual realm, where we say, and I would even say it's much less than that. I think we're only experiencing 1%, not even 1%, of what we could truly experience within ourselves. And with that, I mean true happiness and joy and peace and the feeling of being loved and loving and forgiveness. I think we are only experiencing like 1% of that, what is actually there. The rest is chatter. The rest is layers upon layers upon layers of distractions that actually stop us from having that experience of love or peace, of deep, deep peace. And so to realize that there's more to us, or there must be more to us than what we feel right now, is the beginning of our journey. And then the second big part is the pain of not allowing ourselves to discover it, to discover that there's more. I think we are keeping ourselves small and fragile and dependent on so many other things outside of us that we don't realize that we have the power to completely have the power to make our own experience. Whatever we want to experience is what we do experience, and the power is on our side. And we basically put this power away, we give this power away to somebody else, to other people, to the outside world, to the weather and everybody and everything. And we retain only a very small, minuscule amount of that power for ourselves. So there is this pain in us that I personally think we all have it, and we just cover it over most of the time, and we feel it if we stop with all the distractions. That's why we don't stop with all the distractions. We get in touch with that pain. And sometimes we, I think, don't experience that pain on a spiritual level. We experience it on a physical level. Pain, I think, that is experienced physically is nothing other than that pain of us not experiencing our true nature. And that comes out, that is being projected out from our mind onto our body. So we experience pain in our body. That is nothing more, it's a lot. But it really happens in the mind, and it is projected onto the body. So that pain of not being or not allowing ourselves to reach for and become that who we truly are is tremendous in all of us. And if we see, we try to kind of stop that pain through all kinds of methods. You can watch TV, take drugs, be busy all the time, travel. It doesn't really matter whatever we use plenty and plenty of things to first cover over the pain that is there. If we would allow us to feel that, it would push us forward towards that peace in us. But we don't allow us to feel that pain, so we stay in it indefinitely. Once in a while, it really becomes so painful that we think we have to do something about it, and we do something about it, and then we slowly get back into covering it over with all kinds of stuff. There's this one sentence also that I was thinking about in that regard, that is, the fabric of pain is guilt. And I don't know, those are very happy topics. Hey, da-da, guilt, pain. But the fabric of pain is guilt. That means we feel guilty of denying that tremendous or that beautiful part of us, that magnificence in us, that is truly magnificent, that is not just trying to be it or striving for it, that is quietly, very quiet but magnificent part of us. And we deny that, we push it away, we keep it buried under blankets and blankets and everything on top of it, and we feel guilty about it because we literally try to kill ourselves every day, every moment of every day. We try to kill our true self. It's not possible, but we're trying it, and that induces guilt, and that guilt makes up the pain that we then experience. Without the guilt, there would be no pain. And if we would start to go on our journey to our true self, the pain would lessen. It would probably increase a little bit in the beginning, and then come back and disappear again. But in the end, towards the end, it disappears more and more because we come closer to who we are in truth. And we don't need the pain anymore to push us towards it. It's like we're missing a limb and we don't know it. You know, we feel the pain of it missing, but we're not quite looking where at that point to the spot where it is missing. We're looking any place else and are wondering where the pain is coming from, but we're not looking at the severed piece right there and see, wow, this is where it's coming from. Let's try to heal it. We're not doing that. We're trying to heal all kinds of other things that have nothing to do with who we are and how we get to that, who we are. So that was just for me when I discovered the two things in life that are probably important to me would be that there's more to me. That's the beginning, and the pain of not allowing me to realize that there is more, and to keep me sitting under the table, trying to catch a couple of crumbs from the floor when the whole table, the dining table, is set in beautiful with food and company, and everybody sits up there, and we are under the table scraping for the scraps that fall down from it. And that's who we think we are right now. We're sitting under the table, even though we might make a lot of money, or we might have a good status in the world, or we might feel like we're kind of happy. But if you realize that, if you just, stop for 1 second and close your eyes and think to yourself, okay, how many moments a day am I truly, truly at peace, where nothing bothers me, where I know I'm totally loved? How many moments do we really have that feeling? And if we're very honest, we have to say, sometimes none. Sometimes 5 seconds, maybe 1 second, and then we're distracted again, we're doing other things. But to come back to ourselves and realize the very small amount of time in 24 hours that we are totally at peace, that's a scary thought, and that is painful to watch that in ourselves, to like, whoa, what's with the rest, the other 23 hours and 59 minutes? If I have 1 minute a day in peace, and 1 minute is a lot. I don't think we have 1 minute of total and utter peace a day. Even if we sit there during a sunset and we totally relax and we feel good, we don't even come close to what we could really experience. So anyway, that's that for today. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can always email. And I thank you for listening. Bye-bye.